For the first time
In what?
in any car, Autophiles history,
Right.
we can quote all 3 construction workers from General.
China will grow larger.
Yes, because Volvo is owned by China.
Okay.
And then made in the US
of A.
And then because I'm an underpaid journalist, oh, okay, I will work. We get all 3.
Autophiles!
In a S60 T8 R-Design.
Okay, so what is R-Design and how does it fit into the entire scheme of range?
So I think we're all familiar with BMW's version of doing this.
Okay.
M Sport. Mercedes has AMG line. Audi has S line.
Slime.
This is the first time we're getting a twin engine with R-Design.
Right.
Normally, R-Design only comes on the XC40, which is regular engine, T5 all-wheel drive.
Okay.
We also had a R-Design on the S90 and V90 CBU models. XC60.
S60. Inscription plus.
Extreme. Same colours. Colour of unhealthy shit. When it's dark brown, hint of red. Oh no, that's a reflection of the car. So this is pretty unique in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
First of all, first time new Volvo.
Okay.
GD Volvo is fighting off BMW 3 Series.
Yeah, this is a relatively competitive market and very unforgiving because you have 2 main players and both of them are head to head, man.
Yeah, both of them are locally assembled.
Ultra heavyweight.
Yeah. I mean, everybody who makes it wants to find themselves into a C-Class or a 3 Series.
Of course, even Lexus, like the IS, you know.
And Lexus also can't fight it.
Yeah, they can't get into this category. Wow, difficult market to play in.
Very difficult.
First impression.
Every time I see a sedan Volvo, a modern sedan Volvo,
right,
I can immediately tell if it's an S60 or not.
Okay.
I just started picking up cues and I didn't realize what they were.
Okay.
So just now in the car park when I picked up this car, I purposely went to the S90 and the S60 and took pictures side by side, certain angles to see what it was that was triggering my brain to identify.
Because the early 2000 you have the X60 and the S90.
S80.
That is S80, which is exactly like what is going on now, right? Exactly the same thing, right? It's the same design, but one is longer, more subdued.
And then the S40 also was like same thing, shrunken down.
Correct.
Yeah.
So they're still doing that.
They're still doing that, but now I think I see where the differences are.
Okay.
And you can see immediately this is a little bit more sporty, a bit more youthful, a bit more athletic looking. And it's accentuated by the R-Design body kit.
And more compact as well, you can see. I felt that the plastics in the window switches are a little bit it's not very today Volvo.
No. In the XC90, these are all glossy, small plastic.
Right. Because in the XC90, they are up there.
And another thing that's different immediately feel-wise is the speakers.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't get your Bowers and Wilkins.
Okay. But it's good enough lah. I mean,
it is good enough lah.
Yeah, but it's not up there lah.
It's not up there lah. You know Bowers and Wilkins. Bowers. I remember going to Gardens one day and seeing a Bowers and Wilkins. You go Harvey Norman, you'll see a Harman Kardon there. You know. You go to Lazada, you'll see a promo for Harman Kardon.
Oh no!
Yeah, so it's still premium, but it's not Bowers and Wilkins.
Okay,
it's not like lifting your pinky and drinking tea kind of thing.
It's not like that. It's like this.
Yeah.
Or like this. Or not like this.
Learn your luxury codes, dudes. You plebs. You don't know what this is.
This is plebs.
Plebs is a utilitarian. You hold your mug of coffee and you drink
This is one step up. You gotta get here, man.
You're talking pure nonsense.
First impression, is that all?
That's all for me lah. I noticed it is not a 90 series. Okay. Even though underpinnings, your T8 motor and all that is very similar to what you get in 90 series, and also your underpinning platform, the SPA platform, is shared with the 90 series. Okay.
My first impression, I started this car. I mean, of course, from the outside, I have high hopes, to be honest, because I was completely infatuated in about 10 years ago, 11, 12 years ago with the previous S60. Yeah, it is such a gorgeous car, even though it looks like a Chinese coffin. And you know, a fully kitted one, a body kitted one with a good color, not the gold, please, not the gold, gold color.
Sorry, Indian.
A version that is silver or white or something else I really completely in love with it. And some people go and do some body kit thing that they see from Sweden or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, I still look at it and go like, wow, that looks nice. My first impression on the outside was that it is not as striking. It didn't speak to me as much as the original S60 did. Maybe it will in time, I don't know. Haven't spoken to me yet. I still can't in my head remember how it looks like. Coming in, unfortunately, my first impression was from the back. I have to say, it is not class leading. But coming in the front, again, context lah. Maybe because it wasn't that great at the back, and when they come in front here, I'm like, wow, not bad.
Not bad, yeah.
There's something special about this car, and it definitely feels very premium.
Yeah.
More premium than it should feel, because it feels heavier and it has that quality, that weightiness that you feel in E-classes or 5 Series or A6, you know. It's premium. It may not be the class leading boy, but it's comfortable in its own skin. First impression is not too bad. Yeah, performance.
So, typical Volvo hybrid stuff. This is a T8 twin engine.
So twin engine, you have an electric motor.
There's 87 horsepower and 240.
Actually, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
For one motor to do.
Yeah. And then
you have a 2-litre turbocharged, supercharged engine.
Ayyo, apa benda ni? Why do you have a supercharged, turbocharged 2-litre mated to an overly powerful electric engine? What are you trying to
Untuk matikan tayar dan untuk matikan German. Dua sebab.
为了要谋杀那个德国人和那个不要
Just because you're in a Chinese car doesn't mean we have to.
Performance wise, it's something very odd. Whatever you ask for, it just gives you. It doesn't try to be smart about it, you know. It doesn't try to be smart. Okay, maybe I should retard it a bit and give you in a more progressive manner. No. Oh, you want 3/4 of a power? Bam, here it is. Take it. So I have to talk a bit about this power thing. Mind you, it is an extremely powerful car. A single word to describe this feeling is, I told him just now, cyborg. It is not a sporty drive. It is scary. It is scary in its power, because it is just so freaking powerful. It's crazy. Take it on the racetrack, I'm telling you, it will lose to a 330.
Possible.
But on a...
Depends on how many straights you get on the racetrack.
But on a straight road, my goodness! It's freaking crazy! And it's all-wheel drive, right?
It's all-wheel drive.
If it's not all-wheel drive, this thing couldn't drive, lah.
Remember we drove the 911 last week?
Oh yeah.
You remember the 0 to 100 time?
Was what, 3.5?
3.5 seconds. I mean, that's supercar level. We can agree it's supercar level. If let's say a car is a second slower than that, would you say it's sports car going on supercar level?
It's still a supercar.
It's still supercar.
I mean, it's almost there, lah.
This car is 4.4 seconds.
Oh, yeah, but it looks so sedated on the outside. I mean, where is the blink wheel? Where is the diffuser at the bottom? Nothing.
No spoiler, nothing.
Where is the extra wheel arches? The wider wheel arches?
It doesn't even look like a traditional sports sedan. It doesn't even look as aggressive as an M Sport.
It's faster than a 997 Carrera.
Yeah. Crazy.
Okay.
So my impression on performance, I think it's like really the best of both worlds. You can just put it in pure electric mode.
You can
go to work, come back. And you know, the way it rides and all that, it's just so comfortable and distant. It is.
It has a E-Class 5 Series large sedan quality in the front. I'm not at the back. The reality is, it's not the same. It's not the same. But the front is very, you know, E-Class. Oh, that's a Lamborghini. Shall we chase it?
You probably can.
Sorry, Lambo, I gotta cut you.
That's how you drive a supercar.
I am so disconnected from what the hell is going on the road, man.
The suspension is not air suspension.
Oh, is it? It's a standard suspension. The brakes are very effective, but very coarse.
And I cannot. I'm getting sick. It's too fast.
Too fast. Okay. Now
this car really makes me sick.
Now I'm gonna go back to a more normal driving style.
Thank you. Thank God.
Okay. I have to say something. I mean, after the little stunts just now, I have to say something. It is not organically dynamic like a BMW. It is not predictable and assured like an Audi. It is very fast, I have to say. It's not very intuitive in its power delivery.
Yeah.
It dumps everything it has on you, and then it just goes. And then when it gets a little bit too dangerous, then it steps in and takes over from you. And then it's very interventionist in its electronics. You know, you don't feel the joy of building power in a BMW, but you feel the absolute sensation of speed.
Yeah.
It's just so freaking fast.
Yeah, the quality of this drive. You would want to say it's very clinical like Audi.
Yeah.
But it's not really clinical.
It's not that clinical because it was a bit dirty.
A bit
in a sense that the dirtiness comes from this
interventions.
That is so overt that it literally kicks you, cuts power to you, kicks you, press brakes for you.
Yeah. I felt just now one side
that
of the
kick, right?
Yeah, one side of the car was braked and pulled back in.
Yeah.
I tell you why they do it like this.
Why?
My theory is either they're trying to copy the feel of Tesla, which I haven't driven before.
Okay.
But I suspect Tesla's drive a bit like this.
Okay.
Second, I think it's because they are catering directly for Chinese market.
Okay.
Where driving is not a skill that is passed down from generation to generation. If you're an amateur driver who just made your first million and you want a car that makes you just want to, you feel like a hero.
Yeah.
But you don't have the skills to save yourself.
Right.
This car is perfect, man. Because this car will save you from whatever nonsense you want to do.
Yeah. On a normal driving situation,
This is better than a C-Class.
It is more comfortable than a C-Class. It has less intrusion than the 3 Series. It absorbs more than the 3 Series. And I think Volvo has come a long way to reach this level for us to talk about it among the Germans.
Yeah. Okay, now there are a few things that I have to minus marks. One, you can really feel the weight. Yeah, this is 2040 kilos.
Wow.
Yeah. So this is already 400 kilos more than a 5 Series.
It is the weight of an S-Class, dude. Yeah.
It's stupidly heavy.
It's like Volvo cannot make light cars.
No.
Yeah, because the wear and tear will be significant for this kind of. I'm just thinking, the suspension is doing a lot of work, man. It's holding 2 tons of weight up,
It's not bad. It's just something you should think about.
Yeah. And I have one more point that I want to deduct a little bit from performance, is that the rear passenger comfort is compromised.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's an improvement from the past, but it's not great lah.
You don't feel it.
Yeah.
The first impression when I stepped in the back to take pictures of the interior, I went in the back, I was like, oh my god, I wouldn't want to sit.
You look at the size of the carpet, you're like, okay, maybe I don't really feel like sitting in the back. Performance, how many stars? 4. Hey, same. 4 out of 5. I like. Rooks.
Yeah, mentioned before, very similar looking to the S90, but when you pay attention, there are
differences. Yeah.
The hood bulges a little bit, to make it look like it's got a big engine.
But I notice it's not awkward looking. It looks just right.
Yeah,
it looks just right. I can't say that it's very pretty yet because it hasn't spoken to me. But sometimes some cars takes a while. Yeah.
This one okay. I mean, when I see it, I'm like, I know that car. Inside is very 90 series.
Okay.
Except for the buttons on the doors.
Yeah, that comes as a bit of a surprise.
Another surprise for me is why fabric here?
Where? Here?
Here, on the door.
I think it's a Scandinavian thing. You know why? Because fabric fundamentally makes you feel more comfortable. Like Japanese car, a lot of them are fabric, because they prefer it actually. It has a homey feel to it. When it's all leather, it feels very clinical, very surgical, and it feels like you're in a dentist chair, And only German can get off on things like that.
Yeah, but you're right. Like it's on the seat as well.
Yeah. On the right places where you actually touch them, they put a bit of fabric there, and I think it also prevents it from squeaking. And the fabric doesn't feel cheap, It feels right. Yeah, I like it lah. I like it, and the seat design is pretty okay. Yeah, but
this one is like it's perfectly form fitting.
Yeah, it's alright.
It's this fixed head rest.
Now Volvo thing, this stupid Volvo thing.
It's okay, I like the
oh,
don't do that. You pass out and then I have to take the wheel. The fella will be intervening left.
In an XC90 and an S90 when it came out 3 years ago. Wow,
nice.
Nice. Now it's like okay.
This again.
This again. Can you do something different? But
especially the instrument cluster, to me, that's the one I'm getting bored of the most. I've seen better ones already. And Volvo, when they came onto the scene, unlike BMW, unlike Mercedes, they were the first to go all digital.
Right.
The entire instrument cluster is digital.
Right.
Which is something the others didn't do. But I'm getting a little bit bored of the animations and all. It's just too plain.
Okay.
It doesn't look premium.
It doesn't stand out.
Your Bowers and Wilkins is not here.
It's not
no
here.
passive
it's
aggressive.
Replaced by
Harman Kardon.
Harman Kardon is still a greater
Yeah.
You can like kind of grade your
Cheese.
skin.
Skin, yeah.
Yeah.
I think design for me is 3.7.
Okay.
Because it's good looking, but you know, I saw the 3 Series earlier.
Yeah.
I think that stands out a little bit more.
Right.
You know,
definitely the 3 Series. The looks are. I don't know. There's something tempting about a 3. This one doesn't have that, and because of that, I might be tempted to give it a 3 or a 3.5. But I'm willing to give it a similar to you, 3.8. In terms of looks, in consideration that in other colours it might actually look better.
more striking than an A4, but it's not quite there.
Not there.
Not there.
And for 2020 launch,
It's tough.
it needs to be there.
You want to play Guess the Price?
Yeah, okay, this is a 330 fighter lah.
Yeah, 330.
CBU America. I know you won't be cheap lah, and Volvo is not selling cheap now. But if you go above 300,000, why would I want to buy? You know, I can go out there and get the latest G20 3 Series. But this one, I guess 295.
Spot on.
What? First time I win the game. Value wise, I to be honest, for Autophiles playing Guess the Price, and spot on means that you are not bad lah.
Yeah.
It means
And
that you,
CBU, USA some more.
Cebu USA, bro.
Yeah, this is what I would expect the CKD pricing to be. You know?
It won't replace the 3 lah, to be honest.
No,
it can't lah. It's not good enough to do that.
And I think they know that.
Yeah, but it's good enough to be a strong alternative. Maybe every 15 to 20 3 Series you may sell one of these. Even I am like, this one not bad. So yeah, I have to say value is 4. Yeah.
And the spec you're getting is
It's damn crazy, man.
in some regards puts the Germans to shame.
It does.
The amount of power and torque and all that.
Yeah, you are sacrificing very little. To be honest, let's not talk about fluff stuff. Let's talk about actual concrete, substantive value. The only thing that you lose out to the Germs is the rear seat. So that's the only substantive value that you lose out.
And even then, I think compact executive is never a class where rear seats are very
important. Yeah, it's not great lah. That's all at the back. But the rest of the car, strong recommendation.
Okay, Autophiles signing up.
Autophiles signing out. Hello, brother. Apa ni? Today, you spent 180 to 200,000 buy a car and you behave like a freaking cheapskate. What's wrong with you? Some of your number plate is at least few thousand ringgit.
I love it when L5 owners talk down to L5 owners.
Well, Fire Owners Club lah. This one.